to me, it says in a nutshell what this means to us. And so, Delta joined the American College and University President's Climate Commitment last year, and we're in that process of reducing our carbon footprint and trying to become green in every way across our campus. And this is the original group of presidents that signed that commitment. And so that really is informing the things that we're doing now. And so that is helping us come up with this idea of a sustainable business model for the future. So look at the first one, sustainable partnerships. I would choose any day IU or Cornell over PeopleSoft isn't around anymore, is it? So it got swallowed up by Oracle. This slide got messed up in the translation here, so that's supposed to be over a little bit. But you get the idea, right? That IU and Cornell have been around for combined, I don't know how many years, a couple of 100 years, 300 years, a long, long time by anyone's reckoning. And PeopleSoft was around for a short time, they're gone. Oracle will be around who knows how long, until someone else comes, a bigger fish comes along and swallows them. This whole idea of buy higher education for higher education, I think, is critical. We know what we need. We know how to go and get it now. We didn't know that before, but now we know how to go and get it, but we really know what we need. And having great partners like Arsenal and the other folks who are getting into this business of supporting our needs, those sustainable partnerships are critical. We also need sustainable business practices, and we've done a lot of re-engineering as part of this project. It really ties in with continuous process improvement as well, and trying to get a green return on investment is critical for us too. That may have to do more at this point with hardware and trying to reduce power consumption, things like that, but I think their software can add to that over time as well. So what is our sustainable investment? So we're investing in a community of partners rather than a for-profit entity. That really is important. And then we knew going into this project, or at least we thought we knew, that we were going to save money in the long run, money that we could then reinvest into other things on campus, into either student-related issues or to reducing now our carbon footprint, going green, if you will. So that's been very important for us, is taking that money that we've saved and reinvesting it, and we think that's going to play out more with Kuali Student, with our other systems in the future. Certainly investing in our own people and investing in innovation. When you have this collaboration, and you have this brain power that I was referring to before, you get so much more out of it because you have this kind of wealth, this texture of thought that you have there that you wouldn't have just for yourself alone as a solitary institution. The other thing that Lee and I came to that we really hadn't thought about this in the beginning, but it came to be one of our mantras, is that we found ourselves in these meetings, and just as we're here today as the only community college, and we're proud to carry that community college banner, but there has to be more than that. We saw this open source as a path for community colleges in the future. Even if they don't get it now, at some point they're going to have that light bulb go off and they're going to get it in the future. And so we wanted to make sure that the opportunity was there for them to have this open source opportunity. So we think it can do some things unifying our community colleges. And I didn't mention before, but going over the information about the California community college system, we're really not so much a system. I really think of us as a loose confederation of feudal states who swear a nominal allegiance to our chancellor in Sacramento, but if they do something we don't like, we swear off that allegiance and want to go our own way. It really is local districts that are kind of loosely confederated. And so it doesn't make for a very good system like CSC or UC, the way they're governed. We're totally different in that regard. But we need to be more consistent. We need to be more of a system in the future, I think, if we're going to survive and want to do some of the things we're capable of doing. So we also need to enhance and standardize our systems across our community colleges. Now, everything you can imagine is in community colleges across our state, and so we need to start getting that commonality. We need to level the playing field for the colleges who have limited resources like us. We don't have a lot of money, and as people have said, we're not going to have a lot of money coming our way in the future the way this current economic climate is. And even though if we pull out of it in a few years, it's still going to be tough sledding for a long time. The value of the partnerships I mentioned, controlling your own destiny is again, one of the keys as well. We've really taken our future in our hands by joining this quality effort in the open source movement, and it feels really good to be in that place. And again, unleashing the creative potential, the things that have come up that we never could envision. I think when we joined December 2nd, 2004, when we joined this, we really had no idea where this was going to go. And to be here, standing here 5 years later, to see how this whole Kuali Foundation, all the projects have grown, it's just amazing. It's incredible. And I take my hat off to Brad and the folks at Indiana for it. I didn't know that they had that vision at that time, but they should take credit for it anyway, because it's fantastic what's happened. Exceeded all of our expectations. So the other thing that we decided is that we wanted to do more and more of open source and have as many open source applications on our campus as we possibly could. And I don't know that we're going to accomplish this, but we wanted to be the leading community college in open source applications and technology. I think we're accomplishing that, but as I said, it's really not a race. It's really about being efficient, doing things that are going to benefit our campus and help us to do the things that we need to do. So these are all the applications we have in terms of underlying technologies, Apache, Mongo, Darwin, Vine, Red Hat, so on and so forth. These are the ones we have in student-focused technologies. Sakai, or Tubes, is the community college version of Sakai. uPortal, OTRS, Lifeway, and if you want more about this, you can contact Matterly, so I'm just listing these things here. The communication-focused technologies, Zimmer is our campus email system. We have Tweaky, we have OpenCard Spark to help with those areas. Then the Kuali-focused technologies, the KFS, of course, the Kuali Rise, the Delta Time and Attendance, which is a rights application, and the Kuali student system, which is the one I'm really waiting for. That's the one. I love KFS, but I'm really excited about the Kuali student. That's the big one. That's the mothership, if you will, the one we really need for the future. These are all the founding partners in Kuali Student listed across the bottom here. So we're happy to be part of that partnership and happy to be moving down that path. I'm from California, as you know, and I know you all have stereotypes about Californians, that we're the left coast, we're a little kooky, we're a little bit different. So I'm going to show you something in a minute that's going to confirm that. But before I get to that, this is the future challenges and directions for us. We want to complete that KFS implementation. That is really number one on our list here. And of course, completing the Kuali student, that to me is so important. And taking the show on the road, what I mean by that is we've gone out to conferences, to community college conferences, to tell people about Kuali. And I think we've outnumbered the audience on just about every occasion. And I think the reason why is that we didn't have anything that was actually implemented. We didn't have anything so we could say, we put it in place and it's really working right. Come and see it. Come and take a test drive. Now we can do that. Now we can go out and say, we put it in place, it's here, it's working great, we're overjoyed, this is what we needed, and you'll like it too. Not that we're selling anything, but we think this is, again, a great opportunity for community colleges and we want to see them take advantage of it. So again, refining our business model that we're working on, the way we're going to do business in the future. We call it Reshaping Delta College, and we're doing that. Some ways that are forced, and some ways we're developing ourselves. And the forced part of it is, of course, the budget crisis that we know we're going to come out on the other side. It's a different institution, but managing how we're going to do that is really the task we're at right now. And then going into other open source areas. Open source is really informing open educational resources, having open curriculum, open textbooks, all these types of things. And then it's going to go into other areas that maybe we never would have thought of. And this is that California thing I was telling you about, open source sex. There's a columnist in the San Francisco Chronicle, Violet Blue, and she writes this column about open source sex. This is just one. This is one I can share with you. Some of the other ones I would have been too embarrassed to share with you. The titles of it. This is How to Make Love Like a Vampire, and you'd have to read it. So I don't read any of these things. I want you to know. So I just came across it by accident. So, but speaking of sex, let me talk about that for a second. I just got a surprise recently. I'm 57 years old. My wife is pregnant. I started doing the math, and there were my retirement plans. And so by the time I get this last child through college, we'll be on Kuali 29 or 30, somewhere in there. So I hope I get invited back at that time to do a swan song, a farewell tour, or whatever you want to call it. But the point that I think about this that's important, that Kuali's going to be around and to have a 29 or 30. And I don't know what directions